This is EWTN Radio, WEWM, Birmingham, Alabama, USA. This hour broadcasting on 11520 kilohertz. We're here with Bert Gassing, author of Voices of the Saints. And Bert, today we're going to talk about Saint Teresa Benedicta of the Cross, whose feast day we celebrate on August 10th. Many of our listeners may know her better as Edith Stein.
Edith Stein was a Jewish woman who, as a teenager, abandoned her faith altogether, even though she was raised in a very typical Jewish family. Very bright woman. She earned a PhD in philosophy in 1916 and became a world-renowned philosopher and scholar in contemporary philosophy. In 1921, she picked up the autobiography of St. Teresa of Avila and read it in one night, and that converted her to Catholicism. And so she began, as a Catholic, to teach in Germany. But in 1932, the Nazis fired her from her school because she was a Jew. And this gave her an opportunity to do something she always wanted to do since she became a Catholic. She decided to become a nun and join the Carmelites. But things were getting hot in Germany at this time, and because the nuns were fearful of having Edith Stein in their town, they moved her from convent to convent around Germany. And finally, they moved her to one in Holland. And the Dutch bishops had condemned the Nazis for some of their activities, and as a reprisal, the Nazis rounded up all the Jewish Catholics and sent them off to the camps. And so in 1942, on August the 2nd, they grabbed up Edith Stein and her sister, took her to Auschwitz, and several days later they executed her at Auschwitz. She's a great martyr, 20th century martyr, and here's a woman who didn't seek martyrdom, but who basically said, I'm giving my life for Christ, whatever that means, whatever that costs me. It cost her life. And we're called to give our lives for Christ. Most of us will be martyred, but we're called to be totally dedicated to Him.
A great example from St. Teresa Benedicta of the Cross, also known as Edith Stein. And that's Bert Gassing, author of Voices of the Saints. The more you listen, the more you learn. This is EWTN.
Some people ask whether our president makes any difference in the fight against abortion. Get some clear answers next on Defending Life. The EWTN Global Catholic Radio Network presents Defending Life.